Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to talk about the fourth episode of Obi Wan as well as the first episode of Miss Marvel because I just want to kill two birds with one stone and, you know, starting to really put together these Disney Plus shows in terms of, I mean, pretty much watching them all. And I just starting to see, well, not starting to see, I guess I've always seen this, but, you know, I'm just kind of realizing that these shows are specifically, I think, because they're on a streaming platform like Disney Plus, especially after watching Miss Marvel. Now, look, first of all, my feelings for Obi Wan have not changed, especially after the fourth episode. I thought the episode was a complete joke. And I just want to start, I want to actually start off by saying this. Considering that it's been over a month since I've done videos, considering that I'm not really that active on Twitter and all that, you know, even myself, I'm getting some minor, and I say very minor, backlash on my feelings on this show. And look, I understand. I know there's a lot of Star Wars fans out there. I know some of you, and you can take this as an insult if you want, but the truth is the truth. I know some of you blindly love this IP for better or for worse. It doesn't matter. You love it. That's fine. I'm not trying to take away your enjoyment if you're getting enjoyment out of this. That's fine. And if you want to sit there and write a paragraph or make your own video or tell me on Twitter just how much it's great and how much you love it, that's fine. I'm going to respect that opinion. I'm not going to punch at you or punch down at you. But don't tell me that we should be grateful that we're still getting Star Wars. Not only am I not grateful, as many instances, I'd rather take a spiked bat to my testicles than have to watch some of the crap that Disney has put out in terms of Star Wars. And now it is only out of pure morbid curiosity that I even continue watching this show. And it does entertain in a certain way. There is an element of comedy to this simply because of how badly it's being directed, and episode 4 was no exception. I mean, again, if you love it, that's good. Then you're getting your money's worth. That's what's important. But I would be lying if I said I find it extraordinarily hard to believe that even if you love the show, that you don't see some of the flaws in what's going on here. I mean, you gotta see something that is so obvious. I mean, in episode 4, we had, you know, the spy. She struck the stormtrooper on the helmet with her bare hand, and that was enough to distract and get his gun. And on top of that, there was another stormtrooper right beside her. And we're supposed to buy that. Since when the hell did any of the Imperial commanders wear trench coats that Obi-Wan was able to find and then tuck Leia underneath it, walking through on high alert, walking through the you know, the hangar where everyone is, and nobody notices them? Nobody just happens to see anything odd there? This show's a joke. It's a joke. And I find it hard to believe after, I know it's real. Well, why do you keep watching it? I mean, it's comical. It's comical. I actually can't believe it's getting worse. I think that's why I keep watching it, because I keep telling myself this can't possibly get worse, right? Because sometimes that happens, right? You watch a show and it ramps up, and it might start off slow, it might start off bad, but then it gets better. No, this one's actually going downhill fast. And again, you know, Star Wars or Disney can go out there and they can try and pitch 101 reasons why they think people hate it. Look, it comes down to simple, bad writing, bad directing. The show's is bad. It's a joke. It's such low effort. It's almost an insult. I'm surprised some people don't feel insulted, because basically what this show tells me is that Disney's like, we could do Star Wars anything and people are going to eat it up. And I guess you could do that, right? I mean, hell, EA gets away with it with Madden football every year, right? No matter how bad the game is, people just keep buying the goddamn thing. So I don't know. So then I watched Miss Marvel, and I said, and I knew I should never watched it. I was like, why are you gonna bother with this? But what it is, I know it's gonna come up. Someone's gonna ask, did you see Miss Marvel? What are your thoughts? So I just go ahead and watch these things. You know, it's not like it's taking up any crucial time. You know, it's during the day. It's usually in the morning, and if work is slow and none of my users are responding to my emails and I have downtime, then I watch it. Miss Marvel, here's the thing, and in all honesty, the other reason I gave it a shot too is because when I played the Avengers game that came out some time back, I actually liked the story of the Avengers game. Everything about the Avengers game that was bad was mainly in the multiplayer. The story was pretty decent, and the main lead in the story was Miss Marvel. And I was like, okay, I never read the comics. I know she wasn't popular in the comics. I mean, there's no amount of pitch anyone can put here in this comment section or any. Miss Marvel failed as a comic. A lot of these more recent superheroes failed miserably as comics. How they earned their shot is beyond me, but you know, I guess if you film it the way this show is filmed, it's going to be successful. And that's to say that it's aimed at kids. It's a kids show, right? It's kind of like one of those Nickelodeon shows, you know what I mean? Where you got the main characters, you know, it's a kids show. That's not an insult to any adults who like the show. You're entitled to like what you like. I'm just saying it's geared towards children. And for that reason, it's going to succeed. You know, I don't have a problem with the fact that she's Pakistani. I don't have a problem that the main, you know, family is Pakistani. There are going to be some cultural elements they put on the show that I'm not going to have any clue of. I don't think a lot of people will. But, you know, look, this is what Disney wants to do. This is what we want to do. Now, the lead actress, to be fair, is very good. I actually like her. I thought she was very charming. She's very animated. I think she's fine. The show is for kids. It's for children. It's a children's show. That's exactly what I took out of it. They're changing some of her powers from the comic, as far as I know. I don't see. They're probably doing that to try and maybe match it with when she's in the movies with Captain Marvel. Look, and I know there's a lot of people out there, to be fair here, because there are going to be other people out there who are going to come out and say, and I saw it, one of the first things that they did in the opening line was kind of shit all over the Avengers and make her seem like the superhero by proxy of Kamala Khan talking about how much she came in. You know, don't let that get to you. I mean, I see people complaining about that. It's like, really? That's what they want. They did that on purpose so you would complain. Don't complain. You saw the movie. You know it's not the, and take it in character. It's the character talking trash. You know, I understand what Disney's trying to do. I understand the argument about the woke and stuff. I get it. And believe me, I'm against it too. But we can't nitpick at every little thing they do. I mean, a lot of kids do that. A lot of kids will take certain events out of context and will speak favorably and biasly towards their preferred either hero or sports team. So, you know, it's pretty sad when something like that offends, you know, it offends people to such an extent they actually make a whole video or a whole podcast complaining about it. It's like, I get it. We don't like the woke stuff. It sucks. But let's not just make everything about, well, the way I saw it, and I knew when I saw it too, I saw that scene and I'm like, watch, there's going to be 101 videos mentioning this part. And, you know, I get it. I get it, you know. But if anybody who's seen the movie and anybody who can at least look at this as a young kid flexing for the hero they like. That's all. That's all it is. So, you know, as much as I don't want to hear the bullshit from the woke side, I mean, the other side is just too extreme at some points. Like, anyway, either way, you know, these Disney Plus shows are just mediocre. They're starting to suck really bad. I mean, there's some good ones in there that started in the early going, like WandaVision. I like WandaVision a lot. You know, like I said, while I'm not 100% crazy about Loki, I did. It's tough not to like that because of Tom Hiddleston. You know, Captain America, or rather Falcon and Winter Soldier was not very good at all. Hawkeye was horrendous to watch. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. For people out there who are excited about the Daredevil show coming, do not even expect it to be anything like what you saw on Netflix. It is not going to be. It is not going to be. If they keep that dark, I will be shocked. But considering we've already seen him in a Spider-Man movie, considering the Kingpin and how he was portrayed in Hawkeye, this is going to be comic accurate, early Daredevil, not like some of the later comics that are a little bit more grounded, as far as I know. Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything like Netflix. I don't expect it at all. But yeah, Obi Wan is a huge disappointment. You know, Obi Wan's character. You know, I like how in this episode though he's actually finally started using his Force powers, and suddenly out of nowhere it's not a struggle. It wasn't a struggle. Reva or Reva, whatever you want to call her, just looks worse and worse every episode. The idea that Darth Vader would actually spare her, to me, is a joke. And this comes down to what I was saying in my last video regarding this was, he's just there to bring you in. This is not the same Vader. Vader would not have even let her speak. Okay, so that's a joke. The whole show's a joke. It sucks. I'm sorry. I know there's people who love it. That's fine. Enjoy it. But I'm entitled to my opinion, and my opinion is this is trash. It is Star Wars trash. Garbage in, garbage out when it comes to Star Wars. And as far as Miss Marvel, I think Miss Marvel is going to do very well. I don't, you know, whether or not I keep watching it, I don't know. It depends how much it comes up. I don't see it coming up too much for people asking me to watch it. I can't see myself watching it. I just was like, I felt out of my element watching it. Like, I'm like, all right, this is a kid show. I'm not into this. This is for children. And again, it's not a knock on any adults who like it. You're entitled to do that. I'm just giving my opinion. I think it's a children's show. But if you enjoy it, once again, get your money's worth. Enjoy it. Take it in. You know. But anyway, that's kind of really all I wanted to say about these two shows. We'll be streaming tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm sure it'll come up again, but hopefully most of you guys who come to the streams catch this video so I don't have to talk about this again. So, but anyway, that's it for this video. Tune in next week when I trash Obi Wan again, because I'm sure episode 5 is going to be a dandy. But until then, this is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.